Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Happy 2023, Happy New Year. I hope you had a fantastic New Year's. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas. In today's video, the very first video of the year, I'm going to be just sitting down and getting ready for my day and also talking you through my New Year's resolutions, my goals personally, and for my channel, my feelings on New Year's resolutions. We're gonna go through it all, but I'm just going to be doing a very basic everyday look, my very first everyday makeup Monday of the year. So let's just dive straight on in. I'm going in with the Relove Super Serum foundation. This is in the shade F3, and whilst I start applying this all over, I firstly would really like to know what your New Year's resolutions are. I have a few that I'm going to get into today, but I would love to know what yours are. Or do you not do New Year's resolutions? Because that's definitely something that I'm going to be touching on today. I don't buy into this New Year, New Me thing. I feel like it can get quite toxic. I feel like it can get quite mentally challenging to think that on the 1st of January you have to change who you are, and I don't buy into that at all. I think that thinking on the 1st of January or thinking on a specific date anytime throughout the year that you have to change who you are as a person and change things that are fundamentally you, I feel like that can be quite damaging. Obviously, if you have something about yourself that you want to change, whatever that may be, of course, go ahead and make changes. However, I feel like at this time of year, it's always, by the end of this year, I want to be 3 stone lighter. And I absolutely do not buy into that. I actually hate it. I think that it's such a damaging thing to think about yourself, that the only thing that could possibly make you better is by losing weight. Now, if you want to lose weight, that is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that, to try and make your life better, to try and make walking up the stairs easier, to sleep better, to eat better, to value your body better by feeding it better, etc. However, I feel like the New Year, New Me thing is always, I want to lose weight so that I look different, and I just hate that. So that's my first spiel. I don't like the New Year resolution thing. However, I do have some goals for this year. So this year I would really love to finally get monetized, which means that YouTube will show ads at the beginning of my videos and I will get a tiny amount of money from it. It's nothing like that I could retire on, trust me. I think it works out at about £1 per 1,000 views or something like that. Like, it's nothing, and I will absolutely not even make money every month, like for years probably. However, I feel like that would be a really nice goal to aim for, and to get to that stage where YouTube will start showing ads at the beginning of my videos, I have to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I have been gaining subscribers fairly steadily over the last couple of months. It's definitely sort of taken off a little bit more over the last couple of months, but I'm still not at the stage where I can apply to have those adverts shown at the start of my videos, because you have to apply and then YouTube reviews your channel, make sure that you're not doing anything naughty on your videos, and then they start running these ads. And I feel like that's something that I can definitely work towards. Like, it doesn't feel so far away that it's just completely out of my reach. Like, I could absolutely sit here and say, I want YouTube and making videos to be my full-time job by the end of the year. But that realistically is just not gonna happen. Like, I don't feel like the amount of time that I could put into my videos and creating videos, testing products, etc., it's just not possible in the time that I have. I do still have a full-time job. I do have, you know, commitments outside of sitting in this one room, so it's not something that I will probably be able to do this year. I mean, I would love to if there was a miracle, but I don't believe that that will happen. However, if I can reach that milestone of getting to 1,000 subscribers this year, that would be amazing. I would absolutely love that. And obviously that's just not going to happen without me putting any sort of work in. Like, I'm gonna have to work on it. I have been working on it. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight. I have to put the work in, and in order to get to that, I am going to continue to be posting 3 times a week. I am going to be posting Monday, Wednesday and Friday from now on though, in the evenings. I don't feel like looking at the analytics and things of my videos, the Saturday uploads generally perform worse, and I obviously upload those in the morning, or I had been uploading those in the morning. They perform better come Saturday evening, so I think I'm going to stick to the 5 o'clock time, but I'm going to do Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Just looking at my analytics and things like that, I just think that that will work better. So also on the same train of thought as that, I would really love to improve my editing, improve my video quality. I would really love to at some point get to the stage where I can invest in a proper mic, because I do appreciate that the sound quality of my videos is awful. I live right on a main road and it's 6 feet behind you, my window, so it's not the greatest sound quality, and I appreciate that a lot of people will find that very annoying. I find it very annoying when I'm editing, trust me, but I would like to get better at that. I would like to get better at my editing, and again, that's only something that's going to come with time and actually just sitting down and doing the thing. That's the only way I'm going to get better at it, by doing it. So obviously by continuing with the 3 uploads a week, I will get all of that practice in, and hopefully throughout the year my video quality will get better, and sound quality and all of that good stuff. And in the same sort of train of thought as that, improving my videos, I also really want to try and improve my Instagram game. Now, I am the worst person at Instagram. I have no idea how to do hashtags. I have no idea how to do reels. Don't even get me started on reels. I have no idea how to get them seen, how to edit them. I'm the worst. But I really want to try and be better. I really want to try and focus on, I posted about this recently on my Instagram, I want to try and remember to post the picture of the look of the video the same time as the video goes up, if that makes sense. So when I do a video, I 9 times out of 10 will take a picture to post on Instagram, and then it sits in my drafts on Instagram. I edit it, I even sometimes write the caption. Do I post it? Barely ever do I post it. I always forget, and I almost get the fear on Instagram, and I don't know why, because I'm sitting here talking to myself to a camera every time I have a day off, but I can't post a still picture on Instagram, and I don't know where that fear comes from. I don't know why I feel the fear so much. I feel like there's more pressure on Instagram, it could get to anybody, whereas on YouTube I feel like I have grown my little circle of people. On Instagram I feel like it can just go to anybody, and that really scares me, but I'm trying to get out of that. I'm trying to be better at posting on Instagram when I've taken a picture of a look that I've done, or anything, taking a picture of a flat lay of products that I'm using, all of these things, and I just get the fear, and I don't know why, but I'm trying to be better at that. So that's something that I definitely want to do. I want to try and post at least once a week on my Instagram, because I definitely have not been doing that all of this year. I don't know why, I get scared. Another thing that I would really like to implement on my channel this year rather, is a project pan, and I would actually like to stick to it this time, because I started a project pan in the summer. I completed a few products. I got through like maybe 3 products out of the 12 that I picked out, and then the box of products has sat under this table and I have never picked them up since. There's a few products that I never picked up once after choosing them for my project pan. There's a few products that I just haven't picked up since then. So I would really like to, at some point this month, go through my whole collection and finally pick out some products for a project pan that I feel like I can actually stick to. So that is like a whole other video in itself, because I will have to like go through all of my products and like sort of do it differently, because I picked a load of products that I wouldn't normally reach for, and I feel like that's not a very good way of doing it. I feel like to start a project pan you have to start with products that you love using, and I just picked things that I didn't pick up in my everyday routines, and that just didn't work out for me, obviously, because I have never spoken about it since. So I would really like to actually focus on that, because I have so many products here and I sometimes feel really overwhelmed with all of them, and I sit here and I'm like, I don't know what I want to use today. Like, not when I'm filming. Generally when I'm filming I have an idea of what I want to do, but when I am just getting ready for a day at work I'm like, I just don't even know what I want to use. So I would really like to start a project pan and actually implement those products into my everyday routine. And speaking of an everyday routine, I need your help with this one. If you have any like resources that you can point me in the right direction for. I would love to make all of my makeup collection completely cruelty free in 2023, and I love that that sounds appealing. Cruelty free in 2023, because, hear me out, I have been plant-based for 4 years and I have just never really considered that the makeup that I'm using wouldn't align with like the other areas of my life, and I don't know why. I don't know why that's never occurred to me, but it occurred to me just before Christmas. I was watching someone else on YouTube and she'd mentioned that she'd been only buying cruelty-free products, and I was like, why do I not buy cruelty-free products? And when I looked into it, some of my favourite brands and some of my favourite products aren't cruelty-free, and that breaks my heart. So I am not going to buy any makeup that isn't cruelty-free this year, and it's something that I'm going to have to work on, because obviously I have so much makeup in my collection that's not cruelty-free, and I'm not going to throw that away. I do want to use up what I have. I do want to like not waste the things that I have. Obviously I already have them in my collection, I can't give them away, like I've already used them, so it is something that I'm going to have to like slowly implement, but it's going to be quite a large focus of mine this year, I do believe, because it just doesn't make sense that I don't eat animals, I don't eat animal products, I don't want animals to suffer, but I'm happy for mascaras to be poked into bunnies' eyes to test what the reaction is, or monkeys having products put onto their skin to see what the reaction is. It just doesn't make sense to me, and I am completely here for you making whatever choice you want to make. This is just the choice that I want to make going into this year. I want to really focus on not buying anything that isn't cruelty free. I really want to make that change. I just really want to make that change in my life. And I do feel like it is sort of every year getting easier. There's more brands that are cruelty free. I know that like Elf is cruelty free, and I can't think off the top of my head, but I know that L'Oreal isn't, so I'm not buying L'Oreal anymore, and I absolutely love a lot of their products, so that does hurt me a little bit. But also, if I can do my bit by not buying those things and like boycotting those brands, then my voice is just one in so many that hopefully we can all stand together and get these brands to change, because there's nothing that we can do about it. as individuals. You know, I can't go to L'Oreal and say, stop testing on animals. But I can say, okay, I'm just not going to purchase from you. I'm going to make my voice heard with my money, because that is what these brands care about. And I am not going to purchase from them anymore. And looking through my collection, the only thing that I think I'm going to struggle with is mascara, because every other sort of area of my makeup collection I have options, but a lot of my favourite mascaras are from L'Oreal and are from brands that I know aren't cruelty free, so I'm just going to have to explore some different brands. I'm going to have to do a lot of trial and error this year, and hopefully by the end of it I will have a completely cruelty free makeup collection. That's the goal anyway. But like I say, I'm not trying anything out, so you will still see me use things that aren't cruelty free. However, I am not going to be like talking about new products, talking about new releases, anything like that that aren't from cruelty free brands, because I have a voice here. Like, no matter how quiet or small it may be, I have a voice here, and I'm going to choose to use it in a way that I feel aligns with me and my beliefs. So I hope that's okay. Let me know what you feel about like brands being like cruelty free or not. Like, I've done a tiny little bit of research, and when I say tiny, I mean I've looked at one blog post that I think was on, is it called Cruelty Free Kitty? I can't remember. And there seemed to be a lot of like grey area, but let me know if you have any other like resources, you know, where I can look to find like a definitive answer as to whether like certain brands are cruelty free or not cruelty free. I would love to know. And also please let me know if there's any cruelty free brands that I haven't like spoken about recently that I may be completely missing out on, because obviously I'm going to have to broaden my horizon a little bit this year and just try out some new brands. And then more on like a personal level, for like New Year's resolutions, things that I want to focus on, I desperately need to get better at washing my makeup brushes. I am the worst for just using brushes for like a month and not washing them, and like looking at them and thinking, you look grimy, but I'm still going to swipe makeup all over my face. And I am certain, in fact I know for sure, that's no good for your skin. So I desperately need to get better at that. I desperately need to remember to wash them, and also sponges. I am so bad at not washing my sponges. I will rinse them out to get them damp before I use them, and then they will just sit on my table. I mean, I do have like this little egg cup. I do have an egg cup that I put them in so they're not sat on the table, but it's still not very sanitary, is it? So I do need to get better at doing that, just for my own benefit more than anybody else's. Like, is it any wonder I get breakouts? And I don't get them very often, I don't. But is it any wonder that sometimes my skin just gets so angry when I am swiping brushes on my face that have 6 weeks worth of makeup on them? It's grim, and I need to get better. But one of my friends actually got me a makeup brush washer system thing for Christmas, so I'm hoping that that like spurs me on to do better, because I'll be able to do it in front of the telly. I think that that's what the problem is. Like, I don't want to sit in the bathroom for an hour washing my brushes, like when I could sit in front of the telly for an hour being a slob. I also want to be better at keeping things organised. I find it very easy to just shove things on this table, and it's not too bad at the minute. Like, there isn't too many things stacked up on the table behind me, but like I could just put them in the drawers. Every product that I have has a place, every product that I have has a home, but I just don't put them away, and I don't know why. I don't know why I do it. It's just I don't know. I feel like that's a really typical one. Like, I want to be tidier this year, but like I need to, okay? I need to be tidier this year. Yeah, it does get quite bad in here, and I need to be better. And then just the other usual ones. I want to drink more water, I want to try and read more books, and I want to try and like get better at falling asleep. I don't get a ton of sleep. I get very anxious, I suppose, when I'm falling asleep, and I always feel like I can hear people in the house, and I always feel like I can hear people like in the garden. Obviously there's nobody in the house and there's nobody in my garden. I just get really anxious and can't fall asleep, and I know that I would be better at falling asleep if I wasn't on my phone until I tried to get to sleep, but that is that's something that I'm going to try and work on, like not being on my phone in bed, because I'm really bad at that. But they are all of my goals for the year. Thank you so much for watching. I do realise now that I have just completely whizzed through all of these products and not spoken about what I have used. I will leave everything linked down below, but until next time, I hope you have a fantastic 2023. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!